Imagine your brain like a gym. Every rep you avoid. Every weight you never pick up. It's a story you keep telling yourself about why you're stuck. The muscle doesn't grow without tearing and confusion. That's the mind's tear. It rips the old wiring, the stale belief, the comfortable rut. And when you reframe, when you stitch the torn fibre back together, you're stronger than before. Erickson wasn't being a trickster for the sake of it. He was handing people a goddamn barbell made out of their own bullshit and saying, press this, break, repair, grow. Now here's the kicker. Neuroscience says your brain learns best right on the edge of what the fuck is going on. That sweet spot where you're rattled but not broken. Too safe, you stagnate. Too chaotic, you freeze. But in the zone of confusion, you upgrade. Think of it like driving. The first time behind the wheel, you're sweating, heart pounding, stalling the engine, total confusion. But weeks later, you're sipping coffee, shifting gears, singing along, barely thinking. That's the power of confusion. The storm before skill becomes unconscious mastery. Or take kids learning language. They babble nonsense, mixing sounds, confused as hell. Parents don't scold them for not knowing. They cheer every weird attempt. That confusion is wiring neurons at warp speed. Without it, you'd still be grunting like a caveman. So let me hammer this in. Refusing confusion is refusing growth. It's like wanting bigger arms, but refusing to lift because it hurts. Or expecting a garden to bloom without ever disturbing the soil. No disturbance, no planting. No planting, no harvest. And look, we all run the same tired patterns. People pleasing until you're hollow. Procrastination dressed up as perfectionism. Fear of judgment chaining you to silence. Repeating shitty relationships because you haven't upgraded the script. Every one of those patterns is a loop that you stay in because you fear confusion. Because the moment you step outside, uncertainty slaps you in the face. And yet, uncertainty is the only place the old circuits break and the new ones wire in. Now here is where NLP kicks the door open. You already know how to do this. Remember when you first learned to ride a bike, you wobbled, scraped your knees, cursed, cried. That was confusion breaking your equilibrium. But your brain said, wait, tilt this way, balance that way, pedal steady, boom, new circuit. Now you ride without thinking. You've done this 1,000 times. You're a master of confusion turned to coherence. So if you already know how to transform confusion into competence, the only question is, where else in your life are you pretending you don't know how? What if every I don't know was actually the exact signal that you're standing at the threshold of transformation? Next time you feel stuck, instead of asking, why am I stuck? Ask, what new muscle is being torn right now so it can grow back stronger? Say it out loud. Anchor it in your nervous system. Because the karma of refusing confusion is simple. Repeat the same stale loops until you rot. But the gift of engaging confusion is fucking liberation. New circuits, new power, new self. And let me reframe your fear. You're not afraid of confusion. You're afraid of people watching you wobble while you're still learning. But isn't that ridiculous? Nobody laughs at a toddler learning to walk. They cheer. The only one mocking you is the voice in your own head. Time to fire that asshole. So, confusion is the door. Reframing is the repair. Integration is the upgrade. The future you create by embracing this is a life where every challenge is just another workout for your nervous system. Neglect it, and you recycle mediocrity. Own it. You evolve into someone unrecognizable to your past self. Someone who doesn't repeat patterns, but rewrites them at will. And isn't that what you've been asking for all along?